3 or more runs batted in. And oh, by the way, Parker finished over 400. Cassidy Pickering knocking on the door, hitting 389 last year. And both of them seem to be huge in the biggest moments. And you sense a little new juice in head coach Patty Gasso, Destiny, because for the last 3 seasons, they've been, really, if you want to go back further, you think about Alo and going back to Kelsey Arnold and Lindsey Elam and obviously Kinsey Hansen in that mix. She had returners who understood the championship mindset, understood the Gasso way. This year, much different.
Yeah, and we got to talk to her a little bit yesterday about that. What is it like? And she explained that the majority of the first couple of weeks of the team arriving, she wanted to break down the history of this program and really teach them everything that goes into Love's Field and where they started at Reeves Park and then Marita Hines, and then having those conversations just to let the newbies understand what goes into this program and really explain to them what the championship mindset looks like and what she wants this program to be.
Well, there's a lot of new, and it's not just the transfer portal. 8 new true freshmen on this roster. Not many as exciting as Tia Malloy. Dad was a Super Bowl champion. Her sister was an absolute standout at Tennessee. But don't sleep on Gabby Garcia. Now, she won't start in the field at shortstop. We're going to see Alana Agbayani for the Soon team out in the field right now. We got Boom and we got Soon, but those 8 newcomers are joined by these 5 transfers, and this is a completely new look for everyone involved with the University of Oklahoma softball program.
Yeah, just so many faces, so many new faces, but so much talent. We've heard so many things about the freshmen coming in, how they led the charge of their classes coming out of high school, but these transfers are amazing. We got to see a little bit of Ailana Agbayani last season playing at BYU. Yeah, she was a stud over at shortstop. She can throw a little bit in the circle, so I'm excited to see everybody kind of come together. I'm excited to see what coaches put together with the 13 new faces.
All right, let's play ball. Kirsten Deal is in the circle for the Soon team. The team in white, and the first pitch to Ella Parker is right on the outer edge, but just misses for ball 1. And you think about the 8 returning starters for Oklahoma. This might be one of the most important of all of them in Deal, and Parker gets the first hit of the game, dumping one into left field right in front of Hannah Core, who tumbles, and that allows Parker to take off for second. Wow.
What a start.
Oh, hum. Let's set the defense for you behind Kirsten Deal. Sid Sanders is over at first. There's a good look at Core, who has a laugh about tumbling over and left. Sid Sanders is at first. Sydney Barker is at second. We mentioned Lana Agbayani, she's at short. Katie Lee is at third. Katie Lee McKay. Core in left, Abby Dayton in center, and that's Tia Malloy out and right as Cassidy Pickering steps to the plate and lifts one deep to right center field. It'll take a hop. It hits off the wall. The Boom team strikes first on an RBI double from Cassidy Pickering. They pick right up Destiny McElroy where they left off.
They are looking good. I think that's what you want to see, those first couple at-bats for the fall season. Championship series, you want to see those two kind of come in and start this series with a bang.
Boom. Right in the wheelhouse. On the positive side, it's a big-time start for the offense. On the negative side, Kirsten Deal finding a little bit too much of the plate here early on.
What a way to start for Kirsten Deal, having to face Cassidy Pickering and Ella Parker right off the bat.
Thanks, Coach. Really excited for the future of Nellie McEnroe Marinas, who takes ball 1. Kirsten Deal, after a strong sophomore season, the presumed ace. Winston-Salem, North Carolina, the top recruit in the country 2 seasons ago. Fouled off, ball in the strike.
She's the most seasoned pitcher we're going to see on the staff. She's got her time here with Coach Rocha, 3 years under her belt, just really understanding the way that things operate. She's going to be a real leader for that pitching staff.
Ground ball to third. Ooh, nice play. They'll throw to first for the out. Good job being drawn in over on the left side by Katie Lee McKay.
Now batting, number 42, Gabby Garcia.
Well, this is one of the more exciting freshmen. Gabby Garcia, lefty-lefty matchup with Pickering at second and one away. First pitch, a little up and in. 1-0, boom, team strikes first on an RBI double from Cassidy Pickering, who stands at second with one out. Garcia, the freshman, takes low, 2-0. Chandler, Arizona, one of the top recruits in the country. Bat Buster, All-Star with the Alliance All-Star in 2024. And was part of the All-Alliance Super Cup first team. Good pitch, 2-1. And appears to be in quite a battle to be the opening day starting shortstop as a freshman. Stop me if you've heard that before. 2-1 pitch. Oh, roller pass, the diving attempt by Agbayani into center field. It's 2-0. Good patient hitting by the freshman Garcia. A little seeing eye grounder up the middle, and it's 2-0.
Like the way she saw that outside pitch down and out, but really able to work with that pitch. Send it up the middle.
Here's Maya Bland. It's kind of so many moments that she was integral in for the Sooners as she takes strike one on a good pitch on that inside edge. Reagan Rogers, 2012 with Aaron Miller. Hannah Core played that role of the top pinch runner. Maya Bland stepped into that role last season, did a really nice job. Maybe the most dramatic moment was the play at home plate in the Saturday night thriller against Texas in Austin. Did not go the Sooners' way. 1-1 pitch misses high. She's got a chance, Destiny, to be pretty special. Fast, good defensive player, plus arm, speed.
That was one thing Coach Gasso really harped on, is the speed of this team. I'm really looking forward to that. Maybe not as much power as we've seen in the past, but lots of speed. Maya Bland really going to lead that.
2 balls and 2 strikes. From what we understand, Coach Gasso will spend the entire time in that third base coach's box as the 2-2 pitch lefty-lefty matchup popped up right field. Malloy ranges over, makes the catch quickly back to first. Goes Garcia, and there's 2 away. We joked in the pregame how excited we were just to see some of these players, and just not only to watch them on the field, but to physically see them for the first time. Kenny Helton's one of them. She digs in from the left side of the plate. Big cut. Strike one. Coweta, Oklahoma. Coweta Tiger.
It's just crazy to think that there were 10 seniors that left the program last season.
Bunt foul. Earlier today, Tiare Jennings, who is still with the team, and she's going to join us in the 4th inning. Tiare is a student coach this year, is the exact term. And I was walking down the championship corridor, which is in the locker room. I said, Tiare, is it weird to think you're not playing tonight? She goes, absolutely. Because there's so many people that stay around to coach for a year or 2 after they graduate. Sydney Romero did, Fale did, and she's still a part of this roster now. So to see Tiare Jennings and Riley Ludlam, Carly Keeney still around this team, as that one's fouled back.
So important to have those alumni come back, though. I think she provides so much intel. I mean, you've got a 4-time national champion in your dugout, willing and ready to help you understand the ways of the program, understand Coach Gasso, coach you through whatever you need.
Good job blocking it in the dirt by Isabella, the North Carolina transfer. Behind home plate, Isabella Emmerling. I don't know if we properly identified her behind the plate for this white team. Off the glove of Deal. Kirsten's not going to be able to get it in time, and Helton's aboard. How about that? First and second. The Boom team isn't done here in the top half of the first inning. Already up 2-0. And here's a big opportunity for one of the more exciting freshmen, Riley Zake. Freshman digs in. Power swinger. Look out here. Takes the first pitch outside. 5'9" freshman out of Niles, Michigan, by way of St. Joseph's High School. A little confusion here on the, not confusion, making sure we have the right pitch watch.
They've only had 1 week of practice.
Yeah, and for those of you who haven't really jumped on board with fall ball before, it is uncommon to have a crowd like this in any fall game anywhere. And we have fall ball whenever it was in the upper 80s and 90s today here in Norman. Not quite fall weather. Good swing, popped up though. Sid Sanders, she knows this field, makes the catch, and that'll do it. Good start for the Boom team. Pickering and Parker, who else? They lead it 2-0 on the SEC network.
Are you sick and tired?
Wait. What if I say other words in between? Does that restart it?
Don't overthink it.
Or what if I broke it up into 2 parts? Like someone said, what's your favorite bug?
Great crowd here tonight at Love's Field for the fall ball opener. Team Boomer against Team Sooner. Boom versus Soon on the scoreboard. Along with Destiny McElroy, I'm Chris Plank. Grant Wade is our producer. Everyone finding that shade here early on as the sun sets here. And this is a first-time look at Love's Field as a Sooner at Sam Landry. Mount Bellevue, Texas, transferred to OU from Louisiana Lafayette, where she was an NFCA first-team all-region performer. Also an all-Sun Belt first-team performer. And an experienced arm after going 24-10 last year. You see the scout there, Destiny. Throws it hard, 5 different pitches, and changes speeds. We mentioned talking to Tiare Jennings a little bit earlier. She was really impressed with the ability of Sam Landry to mix speeds.
Yeah, I think the stats say it all. I mean, able to mix speeds and throw in 66 miles an hour fastball. I mean, you've got a good start there, and I think coming to this program and being able to work with Coach Rocha, you're only going to get better. Even though it's her senior year, she's got limited time to figure it out. I think somebody with stats like that and the potential and a coach like Coach Rocha, she's going to be great for us. I'm really excited to see her perform, and Coach Gasso's very excited. She's got a lot of faith in her. I think this series is going to be a big opportunity for her to really shine.
Don't think we'll see Isabella Smith tonight. So might see a lot of Sam Landry as Alana Agbayani will lead things off, the BYU transfer, in the first pitch right on that outer edge for strike 1. I am very happy that Agbayani is now a Sooner after what she did to Oklahoma here last year. She takes the 0-1 pitch long. 4 hits in the upset win on a Friday night over the Sooners. most Oklahoma had surrendered to a player since April of 2020. So when she entered the transfer portal, mindset was, all right, get her here.
Yeah.
She hits well here.
She hits well. I love her efforts and energy on the field.
Ooh, there's a hot shot, falling fast. It's down for a base hit. Right in front of the charging Cassidy Pickering.
Like the way she's able to get her hands inside that ball. But Sam Landry, that was a really good pitch. You were able to see that movement kind of come back in on the plate. And good job by Agbayani keeping field.
So Team Boomer strikes first, and now Dayton takes the first pitch low and away. Abby Dayton transferred in from Utah. Cali girl, straight out of Riverside. Knows how to work the dirt. Saw it attempted there on the hit and run, fouled back. Told you Coach Gass will probably be in that third base coach's box a majority of the game. That's where she stands here for Team Sooner, not showing any favorites. And not afraid to pull the trigger on the hit and run there. Ball and a strike. Will set the Boom defense. What a play by Nelly Macaron-Morenas. She'll chase Agbayani back to first, and there's one away.
I like it. What a play. Just quick reaction time. Just instant dive effort.
And before it hits the dirt, and the awareness not only behind her of Gabby Garcia to go check the bag, but also to quickly check and make sure that Agbayani, who's on the run, will take off and take second on the swing and a miss for Sanders for strike one. Boy, Agbayani's fast. First stolen base of the battle series. AAU scoring, so there'll be individual points assigned for each player. Oh, my bad. That's not actually happening this season. I thought that was something that JT had mentioned they weren't doing, and then my mind went blank. Sorry.
I think we got away from that. I think it was just a little difficult to keep up with for fans to understand all of that stuff.
That's an understatement. The 0-2 pitch misses low, a ball and two strikes.
Coach Gasso was just like, you know what, we're just going to play a game.
Let's do runs.
Play 7 innings.
My bad.
And that's that.
Brain fart on my part. I had my old notes from fall ball last year. Here's the 1-2. Look out. Agbayani on her way to third. Now you look at that in a moment where Oklahoma's attack for the Sooner team, taking advantage of a couple of tough pitches from Landry and the dirt Sasaki, will set that Team Boomer defense, which has a little bit of a different look at second, too, with Cindy Parker out there at second. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, way outside. You got Ella Parker over at first. Parker in the white top out with the Crimson Team Boomer. Gabby Garcia at short, and you've already seen Nelly McEnroe-Morenas make a play at third. Line drive, caught. 2 away, good job by Garcia. Maya Bland's out and left with Pickering in center and Hilton out and right. 2 away for Isabella Emmerling.
Now batting, number 13, Isabella Emmerling.
When Oklahoma, when it became pretty obvious that the Sooners were hitting the portal for a catcher, Emmerling's name was not one that was talked about a lot as the first pitch misses low. But as soon as she committed and as soon as she signed, you start looking at the numbers and see the tie that she had, having played for Fall AVU whenever Coach Pauly Palima of U Steel was out of North Carolina, and it just made sense. 1-0 pitch misses outside to him.
I think Coach Gasso is pretty excited about having her here. I think there was a couple things that she's ready to kind of work on, shortening her swing just a little bit, but just little things that you can tweak, and I think she's going to be a standout. I'm ready to see her shine through the fall season and then see what she's got for spring.
Oh, there's that off speed. That's nasty. 2 balls and a strike. And throwing it on a 2-0 count, too. How about that?
Yeah, I like it. That's what you want to see in the fall. I mean, it's only going to get better from here. I'm great pitch, great placement, great speed.
2-1. Pretty good pitch, just missed a little bit in.
I like her demeanor out there as well. Sam Landry seems very calm, collected.
3 balls and a strike. Landry got her with a big swing and a miss, full count. Landry did not pitch in the surprising Louisiana Lafayette upset or in the game prior to that. Took place in the first series here at Love's Field last year. Full count pitch, ball 4. Here is our first look at Tia Malloy. And the first walk of the battle series.
Now batting, number 9.
You want to talk about an impressive athlete, Tia Malloy. One of those players that you've been waiting to get on campus, and immediately she asks for time. Freshman, obviously. Plays short, big cut, strike 1.
Little bit of a unique approach to the plate. You don't see many of our OU athletes coming in and having that kind of sway in the arms.
That's constantly moving. She quickly falls behind. No balls and 2 strikes. Kiki was a standout at Tennessee. Mira played at Washington. Both her dad and her grandpa were football standouts. 0-2 misses high.
An athletic family.
Pops won a Super Bowl. He was with New England in 2002. Won 4 Pro Bowl invites as well. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Malloy. Kind of chopped her at the wrist for strike 3. What a pitch to end the inning. Good, solid bounce back as Sam Landry just paints the black, and Team Sooner struggles at the plate. Team Boomer up 2-0. You'll notice a new addition, Patty Gasso, immortalized just outside the main entrance with the unveiling of her statue. Destiny McElroy as a national champion and a member of this team. What was that moment like for you?
It was amazing. I got to be here to see her unveil it, and just everything that everybody had to say was amazing. We got to hear from Kelsey Arnold Boatwright and just everything that Coach Gasso means to this program and what she represents. It's so much more than just Coach Gasso's got a statue because she's the GOAT. It means so much more to the athletes, to the program, to the history of the program. It was an amazing event that was put on by the university. Very meaningful and so well deserved.
I think if it was up to Coach Gasso, the statue would have been unveiled without any pomp and circumstances. And just one day you would see that incredibly well done statue when you walk in. But we got to celebrate the GOAT. Parker pops one into center field, actually drifting towards left center. Here comes Hannah Core to make the catch, and there's one away. So you'll notice a few players mixing in, playing for both teams. Hannah Core, one of those, out in left field, despite wearing the crimson top. One away. It's 7-on-7 essentially is what you're seeing right now. There's Pickering. She's 1 for 1 with an RBI double. First pitch. Good spot from Kirsten Deal.
I like the way Emmerling is setting up back there as well. I love the way she just received that pitch.
It's taken me a while. This is one of 3 battle series games you're going to see on the SEC network. Bounce to short. Ogbayani, smooth, 2 away. And I'm just going to tell you, it's still weird for me to not see Tiare Jennings or Alyssa Brito or no Kinsey Hansen is behind the plate or Jada out there with Riley Boone. I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance because it's different. Is the only way I can really put it.
And it was so natural for you to call play-by-play for 4 years straight, and it didn't really change out there.
It was the easiest thing in the world. This is hard. First pitch up and away. We had a kudos to Grant Wade and to you, Destiny. I missed out on the Zoom that we had with Coach Gasso yesterday, and I joked with her I wanted to be surprised. I wanted to be on, but then I didn't realize, well, it is all different.
It's a big surprise. Yeah, I was thinking that when Tony Mascarenas over at third base threw me off because she made that heck of a play just a bit ago. And oh, Nelly, sorry, excuse me.
Yeah.
See,
exactly. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. 1-1 pitch is up high, and the entire Sooner sports crew did an incredible job in the research and the numbers, and you're like, oh well, 8 returning players. That's not that many, but if you think about it, only Sid Sanders, Cassidy Pickering, and Ella Parker were really regulars. That one's poked down the right field line. Not enough room for Malloy. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kirsten pitched more last year, but you saw a lot of, obviously, Kelly Maxwell being the ace. You are really looking at, in those 8 reported returners, 2 of them were out last year. One of them in Nelly redshirted. The other in Hannah Cora was battling an injury. That's up high. So that takes you down to 6. Peyton Monticelli, who I think is going to play a much larger role this year, did not pitch a lot of innings. Takes you down to 5. And for, obviously Kirsten Deal, not a ton of innings last year. That takes you down to 4. Line foul. So it's just, again, that's not to minimize anyone's role. And Maya Bland, who was incredible in her role as a pinch runner in the job that she did last year, didn't play a ton or probably as much as she wanted to. So you truly look at that 8, and it's a little bit even deceiving on the amount of returnees that there are.
Yeah. I mean,
not to minimize any of the work Grant Wade and our producer did on this, okay? When they say 8 returnees.
It just wasn't natural for you, so it's all different. A learning experience here.
Good job by Sid Sanders. That's a quick top half of the second. Well done for Kirsten Deal. We'll head to the bottom half. Team Sooner tries to get the offense going, trailing 2-0.
So a few months ago,
moment here of the fall opener, the battle series where iron sharpens iron. Oklahoma versus Oklahoma. It's a more expansive fall ball schedule beyond just the 3 battle series matchups that we'll have for you on the SEC network. And it is a first. This is the first fall series that we've had at Loves Field. Last year during the fall season, we wrapped things up at Marita Hines Field. Last season, Oklahoma finished 24-4 at home. Averaged over 4,300 fans in attendance and sold out every single home game. Now, I'll tell you what, we don't have a full schedule yet for 2024. But I'll tell you this, there will be more than 18 home games in 25, because there's a pretty good feeling that Oklahoma's going to have a couple more tournaments coming to town this year.
That's great news.
This is not official reporting, but just a little bit of buzz that's been building out there that Oklahoma might be hosting some big-time tourneys here in Norman.
And Plank's got some connections.
Got a few. Been doing this for a while. Sydney Barker, as she digs in from the right side of the plate. Her first plate appearance. Pops it up foul. So maybe we know the SEC schedule that has been released that has some incredible matchups coming to Norman. But I think it's fair to say that Nice change of speeds. Strikeout. Down goes Barker, 1 away. But I think it's safe to see that you're going to see some incredible matchups here in Norman. And maybe more so than we've seen in quite a while. Good pitch on that.
And I really like that pitch from Sam Landry. I like the way it fell off the table. Not only did she take some speed off of it, but it had some movement.
First pitch a little bit in. Didn't get the call to Katie Lee McKay for ball 1. Oh, they did call that a strike. Strike 1. Small town Oklahoma hits one hard. My goodness. Nelly makes the play. Quickly 2 away. I don't know how else to say it, but number 2 on the hot corner looks a lot like a number 2 that manned the hot corner from 2016 to 2019 for the Sooners. A little Sid Romero-esque. 2 quick outs. Long ponytail too. First pitch, strike. And both these pitchers have really started to find a groove.
Even some of the mannerisms. It's a good sign. Sid did some good things here.
Give me more Sid Romero. I'm all about it. Good cut, fouled back by Agbayani. Talked about famous dads. Her father, Benny, played baseball for the Mets, Rockies, and Red Sox. Kind of became a Mets legend. The 0-2 pitch, kind of, he did. That's in the dirt. Ooh, speaking of that, we got playoff baseball going on right now. In addition to the excitement here tonight. Along with Destiny McElroy, I'm Chris Plank. That's looped into left field. Maya giving chase. Oh no, Agbayani off to the races. Rounding second, look out. She's on her way to third. Coach Gasso waiting, but she'll hold her up at the last second. Oh, I thought for a moment that injured right wrist from Coach Gasso was going to wave her home.
I think everybody was on their toes for that. I mean, she's fast enough to do it. That was a ball down the left field line, kind of curved into the corner, but she was, I mean, hauling. I think she could have made it.
That would have first pitch strike. Right on the inner edge as Agbayani is at third and Abby Dayton digs in. Abigail Dayton, transfer in from Utah. She had played for a season under DJ Gasso, and she lines a base hit into right field. And Team Sooner is on the scoreboard. They've cut it in half. It's 2-1 on a 2-out RBI single from the Utah transfer, Abby Dayton. That was pretty.
Really good piece of hitting. Seeing that ball just up in the zone a little bit, and she was able to kind of pull that over. It was sort of an outside pitch.
Line drive, first pitch, base hit. Sid Sanders dumps one into center field. I love seeing that big smile from Sid Sanders when we were here for the statue celebrate. We've had a lot of celebrations here at Love's Field in its short history. But when we were here for the statue dedication, I talked to Sid Sanders for a little bit and asked her how she doing, how she feeling, how's the swing, and her only response was, "Oh, you'll see."
Oh, okay.
So I think you saw right there how good she's feeling, and I think that's great news for Oklahoma Sooner fans. Now, Jen Rocha, good look at JT Gasso debriefing with his hitters. There's Coach Rocha, 7th year with the Sooners. She's talking with Sam Landry. What do you think the message is here, Destiny?
I think just talking her down a little bit. You know, she's doing okay. I think her pitches look good. A couple of those pitches were left up in the zone. You can't afford to do that to a hitter like Sydney Sanders. But I think just trying to control that. And I think at this point in the season, it's your first game getting to see what Sam Landry's capable of. I feel like that's just something Jen Rocha wants to go out there and see how she's feeling, what she's thinking in a moment like this. You've got to take time to learn these athletes as well. So I think Coach Rocha does a really good job of that, and I think that's maybe something that was just going on out there, just trying to understand where her head's at.
Isabella Emmerling with the big cut. She walked her last time up, swing and a miss, strike one. Emmerling, one of the transfers on this roster, and from North Carolina, where she was their starting catcher. Big cut, strike two. She is definitely not cheating herself at the plate. That is for certain. You'll love to see it. Sanders at first, Dayton at second. 2-1 Team Boomer. Team Sooner trying to get back in this thing. They've cut it in half as that's fell back. Emmerling is listed as a redshirt junior. She played 3 seasons at North Carolina, was injured during the 2022 year, so she redshirted. Takes the ball low in the dirt. Everyone's off. Dayton right under the tag. They say everybody's off. I was thrown off because we actually, at second base, Agbayani is over there now. She has the white shirt on, and as she took off for second, it's like, oh, she's literally just covering the bag. Good camera work, guys. Right in under the tag. Doesn't matter. Swing and a miss. They'll go ahead and throw to first. Good job by Ella Parker to end the inning, staying on the bag, and that'll do it. Boy, good battle. Good battle by Sam Landry to fight through the run, gets him out of the inning. It's 2-1 Team Boomer.
The Huddle.
Team Boomer struck first with a familiar side. Cassidy Pickering taking one to the wall. Scored Ella Parker, and then more big hits. Pickering scores on the RBI single from the freshman Gabby Garcia. That made it 2-zip. But Abby Dayton, 2-out RBI. Ives and Agbayani, who then went out and played second base and confused all of us. 2-1 Team Boomer over Team Sooner. You're on the field getting set for the top of the third inning. That's Destiny McElroy. I'm Chris Plank. I was complaining, not in a bad way, because I've been seeing your husband, Cody, more than I've been seeing you recently. We gotta get you out to some Sooner football.
Yeah, well, he leaves me at home with the kid.
Oh, Cody.
Yeah.
Got thrown over the bus there, bud.
Yeah.
And of course, I immediately start hitting him up for X and O stuff. He's got a Super Bowl ring, man. You got to listen to him. Gabby Garcia takes the first pitch outside. This is an impressive young freshman here in Garcia, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm really excited to see her play. Coach Gasso was very high on her. I mean, she's got some high expectations for her, so no pressure, but I'm excited to see her perform.
The shortstop position at OU is a deep one, and Garcia drives this one to the wall. Rounding first off to second, leadoff double. Let's go, kid. Making an impact here early on. She is, by my very horrifically unofficial stats, 2 for 2 now. Good swing, drove it to the wall. One, maybe 2 more extra workouts with Joe that might have got out of here.
She's just a give her some time. Oh.
Whoa! Maya Bland rips one deep to right field. Tia Malloy up against the wall, makes the catch and gets it back in quickly. Absolutely ripped off the bat of Bland. It's a long out, and here comes Chaney Helton.
Wow, that was a shot. I'd like to see Kirsten make some adjustments here. I feel like she's leaving some pitches up in the zone. She's getting hit pretty hard. I'd like to see her work down in the zone a little bit, maybe mix in some speeds.
Runner at second is Garcia. Lefty-lefty matchup way out. Try to do our best to reset this Oklahoma defense. Again, it's a 7-on-7 matchup, so you'll see some players move around quite a bit. Play for each team in the field. That one is fouled back. Do you remember the star of last year's fall series?
Yes, Hannah Core.
Hannah Core.
Yeah, she did good.
She's out in the left field right now.
Ready for her to be healthy.
Look out if it can happen. There's a ground ball cut off at second. And a soft throw to first, and there's 2 away. It was a nice little move and getting over there by Sid Barker. Kind of like the old Chris Collinsworth Sunday Night Football slide by Barker. Rockland, California product. 2 outs, and that'll bring to the plate Ake. One of the Riley Ake, one of the true freshmen that has a chance to play this year. They all have a chance. What am I talking about? There's 8 of them. They all have a chance to play. She fouls that one back.
Riley's got a sister coming in to OU as well, Berkeley Ake.
She is an impressive student athlete. Big right-handed hitter. Big swing, too, as you see there. She fouled it back. Spelled is, if I can do my best, Harry Carey here. Spelled Z-A-C-H-E. Pronounced Zake. Of course, Harry would always do it backwards then. So that would be Ekaz.
Good job, Plank.
I tried.
You nailed it.
1-2 is up high. 2-1. Team Boomer leads Team Sooner. Gabby Garcia, after the leadoff double, stands at third. Fly out to deep right. Ground ball to second. 2 outs. 2-2 pitch. Deal. Brings it home. Looped right field. Beautiful positioning by Malloy, and that'll do it. And we'll head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Good bounce back by Kirsten Deal after giving up the leadoff double. We head to the bottom of the 3rd in the battle series. Team Boomer up 2-1.
It's a circle of trust.
It's gone now the first 2 innings. We'll head into the 3rd. She's been solid so far. 4 hits. Has allowed just 1 run. Here's a look at the overall stat for Jenna Rocha this year, and a lot of success, but not a ton of innings in an Oklahoma Sooner uniform. Kirsten Deal, opponents hit under 200 against her. Peyton Monticelli had a big half inning in the Women's College World Series. Bella Smith in from Campbell. Landry in from Louisiana Lafayette. And we'll see Audrey Lowry throw tonight. 2 other potential options for the Sooners, including Alana Agbayani, who you could see pitch some, but a lot of arms, not a ton of experience, at least in an Oklahoma uniform. But in Landry and in Bella, you've got pitchers who have pitched in big-time environments.
Yeah, you've got some on the staff that have some experience and some good experience, but I think this season we may see a tag team, and Coach Gasso kind of elaborated on that a little bit. Just you may see pitchers throwing 2 innings at a time and getting through the game, and that may be how it has to go for the full season. And I think that is a good way to kind of look at it when you have a staff like this who brings in so many different aspects and different pitches and different approaches. I think that's kind of the approach that Coach Gass is planning on taking, is you've got to tag team all of these athletes. And there was another one that was mentioned.
Yeah.
We'll leave that in the chamber?
We'll leave that one for later. We'll leave that one for later in fall ball as Tia Malloy fouls that back. We got 3 broadcasts, including tonight. We're going to bring you both of the Battle Series games. If you are a Sooner fan, there's actually a lot of opportunities to see this team in the spring beyond just the Battle Series as well. Malloy takes the 1-2 for what should have been strike 3. OU will play Texas A&M Commerce on the 16th. So we have Battle Series tonight on the 2nd and next Wednesday night on the 9th. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Bounced over the head. Look out. Going to be a tough play at first. Malloy beat it out. Jogs a little backwards, then spins. That's what she brings. Doesn't need much, does she?
No, she's got some speed. Great decision by Sam Landry not reaching to make that ball reflect. In great effort by Agbayani over at second base.
Agbayani out at second, though. Let's see, she is due up fourth this inning as Sydney Barker takes the first pitch outside for ball one. 2-1, Team Boomer leads Team Sooner. Setting that defense. Agbayani at second, Parker at first. Garcia out at short, and there's Nelly McEnroe-Morenas at third. There's a bunt. Good job charging. Beautiful sacrifice. Advances the runner Malloy. That's the tying run at second, and there's one away. As Katie Lee McKay will step to the plate, left-handed hitter. Maya Bland out in left with Pickering in center. Cheney Helton in right. Riley Zaki behind the plate for, or Zake, excuse me, behind the plate for Sam Landry. Boy, that change of speed is dirty. Strike one. Barker unofficially listed as 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Man, that's deadly. If you could throw first pitch strike changeup, big time.
She gets the sacrifice bunt down, so we'll stay 0 for 1 as Katie Lee McKay takes ball one. She's officially 0 for 1 with a ground out. Oh, there's the shift. You knew it was coming. Sydney Barker, after making the sacrifice out, will move out to second. Made a nice play over there last half inning. 1-1. Off the third goes Malloy, beats the tag on a ball that looked for a moment like it might have been fouled. Popped out of the glove just momentarily for Zake, but it didn't matter. Give her a stolen base. Ooh, she had a beautiful jump at second.
Great read. Those are the things that you want to see in the fall. You want to see them take advantage of the little mistakes.
Looped into left center field, falling fast. It's down. We're tied. We are tied, and the freshman combo of McKay and Malloy gets it done. 2-2. Oh, pardon me. 3-1. Close. I told you it was going to be a whole new year. Look at the job just going down and getting that and driving it into left center field by McKay.
I'm loving the decisions, the pitch selection in the box. We're seeing a lot of these hitters take advantage of those pitches that are slightly left up in the zone. Haven't seen too much chasing. The patience in the box is really good so far.
Agbayani takes the 0-1 pitch for strike two. I think I'm right and the scoreboard is wrong, by the way. It's 2-2. Yeah, thank you. Whoever is running the scoreboard tonight is fired. I feel good about my ability so far. Don't confuse me anymore. The scoreboard here at Love's Field has it as 3-1. We are 2-2 in the bottom of the third inning. I had a panic attack.
Hey, it's the first game of the year for everybody.
A panic attack. 2-1 pitch, misses low and away, ball three. So, Rich, Thomas, when we're doing the edit for the social, just stop after I say we are tied. And then no one will know. Who's going to know? That's in for a strike, full count.
I still don't even know my way around this place.
We got to finally introduce Coach Gasso to your baby.
Yeah, she did meet my daughter. That was
baby
exciting.
Girl.
But I couldn't have done that without you. I don't know how to get around here.
3-2. Runner was going, popped up. Who's got it? Garcia tried to call off Nelly, but McEnroe-Morenas makes the play, and there's two away. Good job. Now, Coach Gasso, this is that teaching moment. Coach Gasso immediately over to talk to Gabby Garcia and Nelly McEnroe-Morenas, who, if you if you were to believe the buzz, Destiny, this is your starting left side of the infield. They got to make sure they communicate that.
Yeah, you've got to be able to communicate. You've got to be comfortable in that. But I think that's what these games do. It allows you an opportunity to learn on those natural opportunities. You can practice so much. Coach Gasso can tell you, we're going to work on communication. We're going to do this, this, and that. And you kind of know where the balls are going, and fungo and all that stuff is you need that real game experience to work through those types of situations.
A ball and a strike. Landry rocks and fires. Line drive by Dayton. Abby Dayton fouled off. Dayton's looked impressive tonight. 1 for 2 with the RBI single. Came back in the first inning. We probably have a pretty good feeling that Abby Dayton's going to man one of the outfield spots for the Sooners when the 2025 season opens. Now 1-2 pitch is high. We mentioned how well she can work the dirt, veteran presence, plus arm. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Looped. Trouble. Racing in, down for a hit. Whoa, somebody forgot to slow down, rounding second, and heading for third. She's out. Good job on the relay. Katie Lee McKay out at third, and a great tag by Nellie McEnroe-Marinas. This is what it's all about. Beautiful execution. That'll bring a smile to Patty Gasso's face. We're tied, headed to the fourth. Oh, look at that.
They are the
softball
superstars.
Alums. Jada Coleman looking like she's a rock star. That is right next to Alina Torres and Nicole May. Alyssa Brito there as well, taking in the first fall ball game that neither one of them probably dreaded having to participate in at this point. What's that like, your first year, whenever you're at a game and you've been a part of it for so long and you're now not?
Yeah, it's weird. I was finishing school, so when I was done playing, I still had one more semester of school, so I was around, but I didn't have to go to practice or like, it was weird. It's just a weird feeling, and then you just want the best for everybody out on the field. It's just a weird situation for them, but I'm glad to see them. You got to get yourselves out there and support.
Saw members of the OU women's gymnastics team. Danny Sievers was here. I think she's still enjoying the action tonight as Ella Parker will lead things off. Takes the first pitch low for ball one. Parker DP'd most of the season, all of the season last year. Wouldn't surprise me at all to see her playing a lot more over at first. Maybe a little bit more in the outfield. We'll see. And she takes ball 2 low.
She's got some speed too.
Underrated speed.
Sneaky speed.
2 balls and no strikes. Little fister to short. Alumni's pretty smooth over there, 1 away. I think she's going to fit in just fine in Sooner Nation. A little defensive adjustment for the Sooners. Kaylee McKay now over at third. Bayani at short. That's Sydney Barker at second. And Sid Sanders at first. Malloy in right. Dayton in center, and Hannah Core in left. Still the same battery, with Emmerling behind the plate for Kirsten Deal. There's Cassidy Pickering. Ball hot, ball 1 high. I was thinking back and seeing Jada and Nicole May and Alina and Alyssa Brito taking in the game. It's got to be somewhat surreal too, because they truly spent so little time in this stadium as Pickering fouls it off. We did a tour today with Tiare Jennings that I think fans are going to see here shortly. By shortly, I don't mean tonight, here in the next few days. And it was really one of those moments where Like, all right, Tiare, which one was your locker? Well, I had this one for like a week. You know,
Yeah.
they truly didn't get to move in here until the Super Regionals. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And I guess it would technically be the regionals. So as a team, they played here all year, but they would move back and forth from Marita Hines Field to Loves Field. I'm sure there is still some cool feelings for Jada and Nicole and Brito about wishing they had a little bit more time here. But as Josie talked about, it was important. Joe Castiglione, Sooner Athletic Director. It was important to him and everyone involved that this final season for that class take place here.
Yeah.
They adjusted well. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Kirsten Deal. Up high, full count.
I think that's the most interesting part of being an alumni is getting to see all of the growth that comes in as you leave. It's been a long time for me, but I've been able to see so much. Like, Marita Hines didn't even have the temporary bleachers all year when I was playing. So to see that and sell it out every single game in the fall, it's crazy to see the growth, but it's unique.
You gotta let me tell the story though.
Yeah.
Whenever you and I walked on our first tour of the facility, we were joking because they had the padded chairs in the indoor, and you said, this was amazing when we got these padded chairs when I was here, and they were just sitting up against the wall. They weren't even the chairs that they used.
I know. Okay, I was very impressed by the chairs. Very impressed by the chairs.
Like when we got those padded chairs when I was here, we were living large.
Oh my goodness. Well, when I started my freshman year, we had those like wood chairs. Not complaining at all. I'm just saying how much has changed. We had those wood chairs with the cloth that kind of like drops in between. You open the sides of the wood, and then the cloth kind of separates, and that's what you sit in. That's the chair I had.
Got to make a play on that, Jada. Showed no effort whatsoever on that foul ball down the right field line. None. And then we actually walked into the team film room, which has the type of setting that the football team has.
Which, by the way, it wasn't even complete,
No,
so it's not what it really is. But
still amazing. 1-1 in the dirt. We walked in there today. I don't think JT Gasso would mind me saying this. And I saw what the air conditioning was set on in that room because everyone joked, well, if I was in that room, I'd fall asleep. I won't say it out loud, but
oh, no one's falling asleep in that.
2-1 up high. Let's say he had it made sure that it was chilly enough to where if you fell asleep, they're going to catch you right away. 40 people can sit in the room, in the film room at Loves Field. There's JT. What a job he's done. Oh, get it. He got it. 3 balls and a strike. Hammered. Do we have our first home run of the night? Oh, you bet we do. And it's an absolute bomb from Nellie McEnroe Marinas. Leaves the yard in a hurry. And Team Boomer takes the lead. Airplane in, kid. First Sooner home run for Nellie McEnroe Marinas, and that was a bomb. Wow.
Oh, home runs come with a light show.
Absolutely blasted. This is what the kid was doing last year during fall ball before the shoulder injury took her out. And this is why the excitement is so high. Here's Gabby Garcia, speaking of big nights, as the first pitch from Deal is in for a strike. Quite the Sooner debut for Garcia. 2 for 2. There's a good look at Nellie. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Look out, bunt foul. That is unofficially the 6th hit of the night for Team Boomer. Team Sooner has 7. So by my unofficial map, that's 13 combined hits between the two teams. Garcia's, as we mentioned, 2 for 2, double, single. She can do it all. Takes the 0-2 low. It's still an adjustment, right, when it's your first year?
Yeah.
She seems like she's making it pretty well.
Yeah, she looks good in there. Very calm. Coach Gasso said she reminds her a little bit of Grace Lyons on defense.
It's a pretty good comparison.
Yeah.
Like I would be very happy if someone would compare me to Grace Lyons.
That would be nice.
Oh, that just missed. Three to 2, Team Boomer takes the lead, but Team Sooner always seems to have an answer. We'll see what they can do in the bottom of the 4th inning. Tiare Jennings will join us as well. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Loop, left field, base hit. This kid is 3 for 3 and has done it in 3 different ways. Look out.
She is seeing the ball well.
Now batting, number 12,
Maya Bland hit one to the wall her last time. Isabella's going to run out and chat with Kirsten Deal here. We can't tell from here. It looks like a couple of pitchers. Peyton Monticelli getting up in that Sooner pin. She hasn't quite started throwing yet. Coach Gatso had sent us the plan defensively, but I don't know if that included what they were going to do pitching wise. That was pretty open for how long they're going to let each go, and now Kirsten Deal takes time to get a new look at the pitch call from Jen Rocha. Runner at first, 2 outs. Maya Bland takes it up and away, ball 1. Yeah, not much on the what Coach Gatso might do on the pitching side of things. Bland looking for her first hit. There's a strike. But I would imagine this is the 4th inning for Deal. For Sam Landry, it would be her 4th inning as well. It wouldn't surprise me at all as if this is it for both of those two. We are going to play 7 tonight. Bland gets her first hit. Well, does she? Nice job knocking it down for the moment over at second by Barker. Sanders couldn't beat her to the bag. That was a heck of a play by Barker. Just couldn't corral it.
Really great effort. I love how she's able to really cover a lot of ground over there. Kept that ball in front, just unable to make the play.
Jen Roach is going to use this moment to go out and chat a little bit with Kirsten Deal. And again, fall ball, so you're learning a little bit about everyone in these settings. So with runners at first and second, why not see what you can do in a situation that might call for someone to come out of the pen during the regular season? And that's exactly what they're going to do here with Peyton Monticelli. So we'll get our first pitching change and an opportunity to simulate a game-like situation with Monticelli coming in the game. And we'll tell you more about the new Sooner pitcher when we come back. 3-2, Team Boomer has taken the lead on a home run by Nelly McEnroe-Morenas. Absolutely blasted. And it's 3-2, Team Boomer. We'll tell you about the new Sooner pitcher, Peyton Monticelli, next on the SEC Network. There's a good look at Nelly McEnroe-Morenas. She had a home run that's made this game 3-2, and here comes Peyton Monticelli. Peyton Monticelli will get an opportunity to try to shut things down. The Wisconsin transfer came in some key moments last year. Might not be anybody that throws harder, as the first pitch is a little bit low, ball 1. Emmerling behind the plate. Monticelli in the circle. Sanders at first. With Sydney Barker at second. Agbayani is short and Katie Lee at third. There's a chopper to second. Going to be tough. Nice play by Barker. The throw gets her. And that'll do it. but Nelly McEnroe-Moranis hits the bomb. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Tiare Jennings joins us next in the Battle Series.
The Huddle. It's where confidence is forged and the game is won.
What a run for the graduating class of seniors. 4 straight national championships, 131 run rule wins, 555 home runs, and nobody had more of those home runs than our guest, Tiare Jennings, who joins us as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Team Boomer up over Team Sooner 3-2. Tiare, Destiny McElroy, Chris Plank up in the booth. How's it feeling for you coaching down there?
Gosh, it's weird. It's different, but in such a good way. Just seeing all these younger athletes here on the field just definitely brings me so much joy. Definitely need a little bit more of a break, so I'm happy that I'm not out there right now.
Hey, tell me, we just saw Nelly McEnroe-Moranis hit one out in the last half inning. Pretty impressive start to her first full season healthy, right?
Yeah, I'm just so happy for her. She puts in so much work. She's the best person, the best teammate, always right by my side last year, just always eager to learn, always has a smile on her face. But I'm just so happy for her, so happy to see her out here.
I have been excited to see Agbayani out there. I feel like she's a little workhorse. Can you share a little bit on her?
Yeah, I mean, we played together actually in travel ball, and she was also one of my favorites. Just out here always hustling, so much speed, so much versatility, just out here creating holes, creating bloops. I mean, even at BYU when they beat us, just always finding those holes. So definitely she's a really good player, but also just an even better person.
And I want to ask about the freshman real quick as Sid Sanders steps in. I know we don't have a ton of time with you, but how about the job that we've seen from Gabby Garcia? She has 3 hits tonight and looks really smooth over there at short too.
Yeah, she's doing really well. I mean, just her hits and everything looks just super simple to her right now. Not getting fooled on those pitches, but she definitely looks really good. I mean, she's always had a really good glove out there at shortstop, so I'm just really happy to see her here finally being a Sooner.
Sanders takes the 0-1 pitch high.
I want to hear a little bit from you on what you feel you bring to this staff. I mean, we obviously know what you bring, but I want to know what is your passion down there on the coaching side?
I think just learning from Coach Gasso and seeing what this coaching thing's about. Definitely one of my dreams, and I just think learning from Coach on this side as well as the staff just gives me kind of an upper hand and seeing behind the scenes of what it takes to be on staff. So definitely loved being here and loved being an athlete for Coach Gasso, but I think being on the staff side of this part has just been super fun to learn from her as well.
Yeah, being behind the scenes, right? How different is that?
It's different. It's weird because I always want to jump in and get in there and practice. Like, wait, hold on. I'm not an athlete anymore. I'm not a college athlete anymore. So just, getting some work in and getting my professional softball life in and still being able to get out in the field. And Coach Gasso sometimes like, oh, you still got it. I'm like, I haven't been out that long. So just getting my reps in when I can. But it is just super fun to still be around the game.
Swing and a miss. Sam Landry gets the strikeout. All right, so Tiare, we'll let you go on this because we know you have work to do. For you, you guys didn't get a ton of time here at Loves Field, right? But how cool is it to see what the team areas have become and how it really, magnifies the student-athlete experience and is truly state-of-the-art and something completely different?
I mean, Loves Field, just every time I look around, I'm like, wow, this is ours. The facilities are just top-notch. Indoor, every single room, you're just like, wow. And I just think it sets a standard for women's sports, and excited to see around the country it starts building off of Loves Field. So we definitely set the standard, breaking glass ceilings, really special to be a part of. And I'm just, you hear the crowd, and everything about this field is loud and big, and everything you just see, just the love of Sooner Nation. So definitely takes a village to be here at Loves Field and everything about it. So just love being a part of it.
Thanks, Tiare. Appreciate your time. Enjoy coaching the rest of the game. We always take talking to you.
Thank you guys so much.
That's Sooner 4-time national champion Tiare Jennings. We'll tell you about the new Sooner pitcher when we come back. Team Boomer up 3-2 on Team Sooner.
The Huddle.
First appearance at Loves Field in a live action game in front of fans. It's Audrey Lowry, the true freshman, one of the top recruits in the class of 2024. And she is a lefty that's got a little juice, Destiny.
I am excited to see her perform. I think one thing that really stands out in talking to Coach was that she came in and Coach Gasso was very impressed with the way she came in. She worked hard all through her high school season, all through the summer. She came in ready to play. So Coach Gass is excited. I'm excited. She thinks she's going to have a lot of success. And she's got a good mix of pitches.
Emmerling, first pitch swinging, grounds into first. Nice job by Ella Parker. Will take it to the bag. And there's 2 away. A little bit more on the bio side of the true freshman Audrey Lowry out of Pittsboro, Indiana, by way of Tri-West High School in Liston, Indiana, was the Miss Indiana for 2024 in softball, as well as the Indiana Gatorade Player of the Year, a 2-time NFCA All-American, and was ranked the #2 overall pitcher in the class of 2024. So in other words, she's impressive. And the first pitch to Tia Malloy is in for a strike on the inside edge. 57 innings this summer, 2024 summer, I should say. 1.27 ERA and 75 strikeouts with just 5 walks. 2023 in club ball, a .85 ERA. Been committed for a while, and as soon as she signed the deal, immediately you thought, okay, this is a freshman that can help this team out in 2025. Here's the 0-2. Oh my goodness, that's dirty. Just misses. Tia Malloy reached on an infield single her last time up. Bat always moving, then he gets set. Ooh, dirty change of speeds, ends the bottom half of the 4th. Wow, we headed the 5th inning. Pretty impressive debut for Audrey Lowry as she changes speeds and gets the K. We headed the 5th. Team Boomer leads it 3-2 on the SEC Network. Sooner fans enjoying the Toby Keith karaoke here in the top of the 5th inning. Oh, no. She says, I don't need to be on camera. Our guy Khalil down on the field has been crushing it with those shots of the fans enjoying, singing along in what has become a tradition to start the 4th quarter of every college football game the Oklahoma Sooners play here in Norman. And a tradition that will look to continue here for Sooner softball in 2025. Toby Keith karaoke as we roll on to the top of the 5th inning of the battle series, along with Destiny McElroy. I'm Chris Plank. Grant Wade, our producer, and back to work for Peyton Monticelli. First pitch swinging, fouled away for the true freshman Riley Zaki. Excuse me. Freshman out of Niles, Michigan. Also played with Tennessee Mojo. 3-time All-State. Bend, Indiana. That one's fouled off. Do a little bit of everything. Has some speed, has some power. Battling to earn some playing time here in 2025. And no better chance to get a jump start on the spring than having a good fall. Okay, rounds this one foul. See if we can do our best to set this Sooner defense for you right now. That's Sid Sanders at first. Barker is at second. Agbayani is at short with Katie Lee at third. It's Katie Lee McKay. And of course, been pretty consistent out in left field for both teams. It's grounded to short. Boy, nice job backing on it by Agbayani with a laser throw for the first out. Dayton's in center with Tia Malloy in right. They've gone the whole way for Team Sooner. Here's Ella Parker. Doubled to lead things off and then scored the first run of the night as the first pitch is up and in. She's just impressive in how she's committed herself this offseason too. 1 for 3 on the night.
Yeah, Ella Parker is a workhorse. I think she works her tail off. She knows what it's like to have that championship mindset. And I think that's huge for these athletes, all these new faces, to have somebody like Ella Parker who works hard, who understands the program, and who's going to be around for a long time. She's only a sophomore.
Third-team All-American last year, freshman All-American, dumps one into center field for a base hit. This is as smooth and pure as it comes, isn't it, with this swing?
Yes, that's what you see out of Ella Parker, and she's very consistent with that smooth swing. She's so naturally strong, just sees the ball well.
Freshman All-American, World Series All-Tournament team, Cassidy Pickering has a hit and an RBI tonight. Takes the first pitch from Monticelli low. You think about it for Pickering and Parker, they're at a little bit of an advantage against Monticelli. They hit off her in practice all of last season. If there is one thing we've learned about a Coach Gasso practice, we're always going good on good. Oh, what a play at second, but no chance to get Parker, who's off to the races and safe at third. Pickering aggressive at second, got her. If we had a review, we might take a look at that one, but a good job not panicking by Sydney Barker, who probably should have taken the easy out at first. Watch this madness.
Really great base running by Ella Parker, just seeing that ball down and understanding that's in no man's land. You've got to run to that ball, pick it up, and make a good throw to get me out. I'm taking my chances.
Ooh. I think Cassidy Pickering was safe at second.
I think she got in there.
But as you mentioned, Ella Parker created the chaos. We've got to come up with some new chaos coordinators for the Sooners. That was Riley Boone and Jada Coleman's role last year. First pitch strike to Nellie McEnroe-Moranis, who homered her last time up to give Team Boomer a 3-2 lead. "16 combined hits. Jammed up on that, fouls it back. I'll tell you one thing that is incredibly encouraging right now, Destiny, and just watching Peyton Monticelli, she's had command of the strike zone, and that was a big problem for her last season.
Yeah, I think having her time with Coach Rocha, you have so much to learn. You have things to focus on in the summer. You come back and you have to show that you have made your adjustments.
When the conversation was being had before last season about Monticelli making the move from Madison to Norman, the prevailing thought was, as the 1-2 pitch is grounded softly to first, nice job by Sanders, the prevailing thought was not many of the pitchers in the portal have the kind of stuff that Monticelli has. We're seeing Jen Rocha doing a good job of getting it under control. We head to the bottom of the fifth in the battle series. Two weekends ago, game day, ESPN College Game Day was in town for the Oklahoma-Tennessee football game, and Pat McAfee, Nick Saban, Holly Rowe, and others made their way down here to Love's Field. Coach Gasso was on the game day set, did a good job.
Oh, yeah.
Hannah Core, Ella Parker as well. Loved seeing Pat McAfee give coverage to this incredible sport like he did, having Coach Gasso on that incredible platform. And then to see, you know, Pat McAfee's not just a former NFL punter. He's an athlete. And to see him come out here and get jammed up by Bella Smith,
yeah,
pretty cool.
Sure did. And Nick Saban, I mean.
What'd you think of that swing? Quick, compact, just gets through. When we saw the picture of Coach Gasso and Nick Saban, I was like, that is GOAT talk. What are you talking about? I want to be in that conversation. I like Coach, too, with the prep speech of, listen, if Coach Stoops can get out there and do it, you can do it. Back to work for Audrey Lowry, protecting this 3-2 lead in the bottom of the 5th inning. Along with Destiny McElroy, I'm Chris Plank, and this is Sydney Barker, the righty. Strike 2. Expanding the zone a little bit, it looks like, as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Grant Wade points out Coach Casso does have Nick Saban a national title since 2000, 8-7. There's a good look at Coach Casso, who's still nursing the broken right wrist. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I remember telling her that she should come up with a great story about it. I was waving everyone home, and the wrist just snapped, but Coach is too honest for that. Ground ball to third, eats up McEnroe Marinas. No chance to get the speedy Barker, who beats it out. And that's going to be one that frustrates Nelly. Coach Casso makes her way right over to talk to her. But those are the plays that you got to make.
Yeah.
Even on the tough hop.
I mean, it's a hard hit ball, and she's playing deep. It's tough to read and understand the different reads. When you're playing up, we see her move in now. There's a couple different hops that you're going to see. So when you're back a little bit, it's going to throw you off. Let's give her some time, Plank.
Oh,
give her some time.
No doubt whatsoever. No doubt whatsoever. She's going to be fine.
The timing adjustment on that is just huge. When a hard ball is coming at you and you're playing up, you've got 1 hop to really worry about. When you're back like that, you've got 2, 3 to kind of time out perfectly.
Katie Lee takes ball 2. See, this is another one. It's Katie Lee McKay. It was Katie McKay, and then we're like, no, it's Katie Lee. So is it okay to call her Katie Lee? Does she want KL? Does it have to be the full name? These are things we're all learning together as McKay misses the bunt. Feel like 22's been in the middle of everything tonight. Drove in a run, 1 for 2 in the game, as you see. Popped up. All right, this could be an experience. No, Nelly McEnroe Miranda says, I've got you, to the freshman Riley Zake, and there's 1 away. Oh, that is a catcher's nightmare. That high pop behind home plate. Well, if you were really bad as a catcher like I was. It's like, no.
No, I mean, I wasn't a catcher either, but I think those are really hard because it's tough to make the decision of your mask coming off or not. When it's directly over your head, it's tough to find it with the mask on. Do you have time to take it off? But those are the big plays where Nelly comes in clutch, being vocal, taking lead, taking charge.
Good job by Zakay to identify that immediately and get out of the way as Agbayani swings through a little bit of filth from Lowry for strike 2. Big night, continuing her hot streak here at Loves Field. 2 for 3, has driven in a run, scored a run herself. Popped up right field, has some juice, but not enough. At the wall, it's caught. 2 away. I think we're going to like 50 a lot.
I think so, too. I liked her a lot when she was on a different team. She's a stud.
Good job by Chaney Helton out in right field. Chased that one back to the wall. There's a good look at the Coweta Tiger. And here's Abby Dayton. Abigail Dayton, Utah transfer. She's done a little bit of everything tonight. She's gone the whole way in center field, and there's where she is the most dangerous. That is absolutely textbook. First and second now with 2 outs for Sid Sanders. I mean, you want to talk about reading an offense. Might have been a little unfair with Tia Malloy having checked in at second base for the first time tonight, but that's just good ball.
Yeah, I mean, that is perfect execution right in no man's land where you know Ella Parker's covering first base. You've got Malloy covering second. Shortstop is going to cover third base, and you're going to have Nelly coming in to charge that bunt. But when you pull it down the right side, there's nobody there.
Sanders takes the first pitch for a strike. Team Sooner trying to scratch and claw in another run. They trail at 3-2. Misses outside. Three runs on 9 hits for Team Boomer. 2 on 8 for Team Sooner, who is at the plate now. That's low. Loy is out at second now, but she is due up. And I think they would still say in the hole. On deck is Isabella Emmerling. Loy out at second, playing second. But due up here shortly. Ooh, Sanders popped that one up. Another play for Nelly. Nice job in foul territory. That'll end the thread. Good job by the freshman Audrey Lowry. We head to the 6th. Team Boomer looking to add to its 3-2 lead. She's had a big night, a 3-hit night. Destiny McElroy. Not a bad debut for the shortstop.
No, she is looking good offensively, defensively, on the base paths. She is looking really good for a true freshman on her first day out.
She did a little bit of everything in her 3 hits so far. Saw her work the dirt, then showcase the ability to go the other way and hit with power, doubling a couple of singles. As Team Boomer takes its 3-2 lead here to the top of the 6th inning. Garcia, Bland, and Helton are the 3 Sooners due up. And I got to be honest with you, I am very happy that we're not sitting here trading 86 text messages trying to figure out who's got the most points. The AAU scoring system retiring has not been a bad thing for us in the booth. And it's easy to look at the scoreboard and go, okay, all right, 3-2 Team Boomer. First pitch to Gabby, low and away. Team Sooners defense has stayed pretty consistent. Malloy is out in right, Dayton in center. Hannah Core plays left for them. Katie Lee's over at third. That one's fouled off. Agbayani at short. Barker is at second and Sid Sanders at first. And the battery of Isabella Emmerling. And Peyton Monticelli back to work for her second full inning of work. Here's the 1-1. Skips up. 2 balls and a strike. Maya Bland waits on deck. Next Wednesday night. Get out here. It's going to be a gorgeous night. Second Battle Series matchup. We mentioned very busy fall ball schedule for the Sooners. Fouled straight back. As at least from what we've seen, 8 games will be played. 7 of those will be here at Love's Field. You will travel to Commerce, Texas on the 16th to take on Texas A&M Commerce. Bouncer back to Monticelli. Someone finally retired Gabby Garcia, 1 away. Leah Wodak still an assistant at Louisiana Monroe. They'll make their way for a doubleheader on October 26th. Good job defending the circle by Monticelli.
With the backhand, the little sidearm throw over to first base. I like it.
Fielded her position well last year. I think all of us have a big highlight on November 1, though, on the schedule as Maya Bland digs in and takes a little bit out. Mac U coming to Norman. Gasso v. Gasso. Jim Gasso in one dugout with Mac U. Patty Gasso in the other. I'll have to ask Coach as the 1-0 pitch misses high. I wonder if they've ever gone up against each other in anything like that. Mid-American Christian.
I'm picturing Coach Jim Gasso, Poppy, in the third base coach's box with his wife in the dugout right next to him. I just don't know how well that's going to go over.
I don't know what Arkansas's schedule looks like if we could get DJ here as well and just make it all Gasso all the time. But A lot of opportunities to see this Sooner softball team this fall. We do not have the full 2025 schedule yet, but going to be a lot of opportunities early in the year to see the Sooners here at Loves Field as well. Going to be a fun 2025. That up and in. 3-0 count to Bland. I was thinking the other day how cool it was to see Maya Bland in a Sooner uniform last year. After following her travel ball and youth career, all four, she was, as someone who has been blessed to call softball games since 2016, Maya was one of the first, I guess you could say, recruits where I met her mom and got to know her family a little bit. The pure joy in her mom's face whenever Maya committed here is unparalleled. So cool to see her heading into her second season with a chance to make an impact. That growth from your first to second year can be huge.
Oh, yeah. I think you just absorb so much. And the ones that were here with that senior class that just left us, they
like Alyssa
had
Brito.
no choice but to just absorb so much information and take it all in. And I think Maya Bland is going to do so great the rest of her career because of that.
The 1-0. Little check swing foul on a hit and run. Brito couldn't stay away from the dugout, could she?
No.
A little shot of her talking to, there she is, Riley Ludlam, who's a student coach this year. I got the full rundown, having not been in the dugout. We've talked about how Tiare gave me the full tour today. And there is 2 slots in the entrance of the dugout. And I never realized that one of those was JT's area.
Oh.
Yeah. He's standing right next to Riley Ludlam. And Tiare said with all the room they have in the dugout, regardless of it, they would all jam into that one area right behind JT.
So he got his own little
Yeah, he's
space.
got his own little corner there, see? He got an area, he's got his sheets laid out. Ella Parker getting down. Ellie McEnroe Moranis as well. And Alyssa Brito up there just gossiping away. It's like, I don't know what to do with my hands. I've never been in this situation
what do I
before.
do if I'm not in there?
Off goes Bland. The throw is high. Oh, they're going to, she's safe. Were they going to rule obstruction on that? He threw the arm out. So she was safe regardless. I don't know how they could have called that. Patty Gasso using it as a teaching moment to the dugout. I mean, usually if you just let it go, you call him safe. Maybe Ogbayani had come right in front of the base. Let's watch this again, Destiny. Just throw is high. Okay. He immediately calls it.
Yeah, I think the throw kind of led her into that lane.
Loop foul by the freshman Cheney Helton. Anytime we can get a player out of the 918, especially a Quita Tiger, immediately jumps to the top of the depth chart. One of 6 Helton kids, 3 brothers and 2 sisters. That's lifted to deep center field, racing back and making the catches. Dayton Bland's going to tag and go. The throw, just gets away. Maya thought about it, but she'll stay at third. There's 2 outs.
Really great throw by Dayton out in center field.
It's not an easy throw.
No, long throw and kept it down. So you're going back.
Ooh. Good timing on the tag too by Bland, but a good throw. First pitch, a little bit out. Ball 1. Rallies a K, 0 for 3. She's due to find a gap. 1-0 pitch misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. Sooners will make a quick defensive change and race out to left field. Lead a Tiger, Channy Helton. Ground ball towards the hole. Bop drop. Picked up, long throw. Safe. It'll drive in a run. And a good job racing it down by Agbayani and making it close at first, but an even better job on the hustle by Riley Zake to make sure she gets to the bag and drives in the 4th run of the game. It's another one of those tough hops. Good stretch by Sydney Sanders over at first, but a little breathing room for Team Boomer here in the top of the 6th. First pitch to Parker is in for a strike.
Tough placement, or good placement, for her to get to first. Having that 5-6 hole, it's a tough play to make with Agbayani having to cover to the left side and make that throw and defend those hops.
Off to second goes Zake. Really battled it, the North Carolina transfer behind home plate in the dirt, but Zake had a little bit of a better jump than maybe what Emmerling would have liked. 1 ball, 1 strike count now to Ella Parker. Her team up 4-2. Grounded right side, past Sanders into right field. The runner Zake headed home. The throw is on time, on line, and they got her. Tia Malloy on the money to end the 6th. What a play by Malloy. What a tag by Emmerling, and that'll do it for Team Boomer in the top of the 6th inning. They had a run, but that's it. What a throw. What a tag. Half inning over. 4-2 Team Boomer as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Smokes this ball into right field. And watch Tia Malloy. Smooth. Destiny looking like Destiny Martinez out there.
Such a smooth transition out in right field. And that was a hard hit ball, but Tia Malloy really understanding that do or die play at home. Not taking it easy, doing what she's got to do. I like it.
Well, and both of the bang bang plays that we've had, we had one at second with Pickering and one at the plate. You wonder what that might have looked like if we reviewed it, because Zake looked like she might have beaten that. The tag by Emmerling was a little bit high, and again, with blocking the plate, obstruction being as talked about as it is, good job by Emmerling not to put herself in that position as she fouls off the first pitch for strike 1.
Those are the plays that, like, you can't just make up in practice.
No.
You've got to have these moments, and you've got to play through it and have this live action with quality hitters, quality defenders. I mean, I love the Battle Series because of that.
Emmerling transfers to Oklahoma, and I agree with you, by the way. Emmerling transfers to Oklahoma from North Carolina. She was the everyday catcher, starting 47 of 48 games. Started 48 games last year, or 47 games last year, 48 her redshirt freshman year. 53 runs batted in, 14 homers last year for the leadoff hitter this half inning for the Sooners. And there's Ali Zake, the opposing catcher, pops that one off. I like what we've seen so far from Audrey Lowry, too, in the circle. She's been impressive.
Yeah, I like her. I think it's just an adjustment, I feel like, for both of us, too, to learn what they're throwing, get used to their mechanics.
Ripped.
She's got a little bit of a unique delivery.
Yeah.
Foul balls are brought to you by One Oklahoma.
She wears 24, so similarities to other lefties. Looks very much in control, this Audrey Lowry. Long look here. Watch that pitch clock. She's good, though. Bounce to the right side. Get up, Ella. One away. I already made my, well, there's been a couple errors tonight, but action clock. We've decided in college to overcomplicate things. We do not have a 2-minute warning in college football. We have a 2-minute timeout. We don't have a pitch clock in college softball. We have an action clock. So here's
Not to
Tia.
complicate things.
Right. Just make sure we differentiate ourselves. Here's Tia Malloy. She's looked really good tonight. She fouls this one off. She's played some second base here this evening. She's described on the roster, if you look at it, look through it, as a utility player. That's how we have her listed on our graphic. She can do a little bit of everything.
She's had a heck of a play in right field.
0-1. Bunted through it. Strike 2. She is the magnification of the great recruiting prowess of this staff in bringing in stars like Malloy. Gets a piece of that to stay alive, and then putting them in positions to where they can succeed immediately, right? Get on the field and play. Figure you'll see Malloy in that outfield rotation, if not maybe as the opening day starting right fielder for now, but has the ability to move to the infield if necessary. She takes the 0-2 high.
I think there's just so many positions up for grabs. I think that's the most unique thing about the Battle Series this season, with so many athletes that left the program last year. They're battling for their spots.
Got her. Caught, looking, 2 away. That'll bring to the plate. Well, let's take a look quick. You mentioned kind of the unique release. She does a good job keeping that one hidden, if you will. First pitch swinging, line right at Agbayani, who had checked in at second, and that'll retire Sydney Barker as we head to the 7th. 4-2, Team Boom.
The Huddle.
To a quick start thanks to Cassidy Pickering, putting that one off the base of the wall. They weren't done. How about that CNI single from Gabby Garcia, made it 2-zip. But Team Sooner bounces right back. Abigail Dean with a liner into right field. Scores Agbayani 2-1. How about tying it up? Another little looper by Dane. That drives in Tia Malloy. We're knotted at 2. And then Nelly, McEnroe, Morenas, McGaughan. And then one more for a little bit of insurance. How about the freshman? Takei beating it out at the close play at first. And that's where we stand as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Pickering will lead things off for Team Boomer. Ella Parker had the base hit in the top half of the 6th whenever Takei was thrown out at home by Tia Malloy, who's back out in right field. Dayton in center, and that is not Hannah Core out in left field. She had been manning most of left field for this team. First pitch swinging by Cassidy Pickering for strike 1. Agbayani is at short. Like Barker back at second, Sanders at first. As Pickering shakes her head and says no at the off speed, a ball and a strike. She looked back at the home plate umpire to make certain of that one. So Barker at second, Agbayani at short. Katie Lee's gone the whole way over at third base. That's Katie Lee McKay. Sanders at first, Malloy in center, Dayton in right.
Yes.
Pardon me. Dayton in center, Malloy in right.
Can you hear me?
2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch to Pickering.
Yes.
Lifted on the infield. Easy play. 1 away. Barker makes it look smooth over at second. That is not Hannah Core out and left, just so we're clear from the official scores right now. Here comes Nelly McEnroe Morenas. First pitch to the Sooner third baseman for Team Boomer gets all the way to the backstop for ball one. Thirteen of the 21 players on the Sooner roster are newcomers. As the 1-0 pitch misses a little bit high, 2 balls and no strikes. Nelly hit one to the absolute moon earlier in the game. See if she can do it again. Monticelli's been impressive. Grounder, oh, just foul. Now we figured out finally after a bit that was Shanny Helton out in right field, or out in left field. And we find out just in time for Cassidy Pickering to go out there and replace her in left. So Pickering out in left field. Mixing some players around as Nelly takes it low. 3 balls and a strike. There's a good look at the freshman who raced, or excuse me, now sophomore, who raced out there. Pickering's got a chance to be pretty special here, doesn't she? 3-1 is lined right at Agbayani. That was smoked, 2 away. And here comes the freshman, Gabby Gregg. Tell me you're not excited about what Nelly McEnroe-Moranis can do.
Oh, I'm very excited to see her both offensively. She's impressed me on defense. I think she's going to be huge. And she was kind of behind the scenes the last year or so. And I think having her time here in this program is really going to show. I think she understands the championship mindset. I think she understands JT's plans and approaches to the plate. I think she's going to be huge for this program, defensively, offensively, and leadership-wise.
Healthy finally, which is huge. Garcia has 3 hits tonight, takes the 1-0 from Monticelli low, 2 balls and no strikes. And Immerling's going to go out and chat with the Sooner hurler. They have stars of the game, baseball and hockey, and I think if we were talking about 3 stars of the game tonight, we might be looking at 2 of them that are hitting. Well, that'd be 1, 2, 3, and 4 in this lineup for Team Boomer, and Gabby Garcia and her 3 hits, and Nelly McEnroe-Moranis with her home run and the defense she's played here tonight. 2-0, just missed. Looked like a pretty good pitch. 3. 10 hits for Team Boomer, 8 for Team Sooner. There are 4 errors on the board, 3 for Team Sooner, so they dinged as ball 4 will be the second walk by Monticelli. So they dinged McEnroe-Moranis and Agbayani with errors out in the field.
Number 12,
Here's Maya Bland. I guess maybe they gave another one of the errors to Barker at second. That might be a little unfair on the throw. We'll get clarification on that as the first pitch to Maya Bland is in for a strike. There you go, Peyton Monticelli. So Gabby Garcia stands at first. A single, a double, a single, and a walk for Garcia tonight. And she's thinking about it, but fouled off.
Like her energy. She's going to be an asset to this program. Just everything about her. Just as far as the way she leads off is huge. I like her demeanor. She's doing the little things so far, and it's good to see.
No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch grounded to the right side. Look out. Easy play. That'll do it. Well, out of the bottom of the 7th inning, Team Sooner needs a rally. They trail at 4-2 in the battle series on the SEC Network. Who was impressive here tonight, getting the start for Team Boomer. She looked calm, composed, and ready.
Yeah, I liked her. I thought she was great. Showing her speeds, mixing some stuff up, showing the screw, rise, drop, working all sides of the plate, getting these hitters to chase a little bit. I like what we've seen in Sam Landry so far. I think she's got a lot of room to grow, and being under Coach Rocha, she's going to be a huge tool with the pitching staff.
4 strikeouts on the night. Rally time, first pitch, inside corner, called strike to the freshman Katie Lee McKay. She's impressed me tonight. She's gone the whole way at third base, and she hammers one foul down the right field line. Back to work for Audrey Lowry, freshman v. freshman here. Caddo, Oklahoma. Dad was an all-conference baseball player at Southeastern Oklahoma State. 2-time Oklahoma Prep Nation TV Player of the Year. And I am excited to learn everything I can about Caddo, Oklahoma over the next 4 years.
Got some time.
Hop foul. Garcia giving chase. Bryan County, Oklahoma. The name is derived from a Caddo word, Caddo Hatacho, meaning real chief in English. Population just over 1,000 people. 1-2. Bounce to the left side. Nice job by Garcia, who looks smooth.
It's always amazing to see how, or to learn how Coach comes across some of these athletes. It's from such small towns.
Oof, that was smooth.
What a great play. Gabby Garcia. I think she might be the player to watch.
I think so too. If it's not her, look out for Agbayani. Digs in and takes ball 1. Ilana, BYU transfer, rips this one to right center field, but an easy play for out number 2. Good job out in right field to range over by Cheney Helton. And there's 2 away. We're down to our final out. Now again, it's fall ball, so Coach Gasso could decide we're playing another inning, but I don't think that's happening here tonight. Here is Abby Dayton. First pitch is high for ball 1. We highlighted the job that Sam Landry did tonight. Her final numbers: 3 1/3, scattered 7 hits, allowed 2 runs, struck out 4, walked 1. There's a beautiful bunt that goes foul. She would have beat it out, but it's foul. They called it foul at home plate. 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, and according to our man Thomas Breach, media relations director for Sooner softball, 71%. Oh, they called it a fair ball?
I think his arm went up for a second, and then I saw him call safe.
They called safe at first. I thought the home plate umpire called it a foul ball. So here's Sid Sanders with a chance to tie the game with 1 swing at the bat, and she drives it deep to center field, and then it's gone! It's gone! Sid Sanders with an unlikely 2-run shot when it looked like Dayton had been thrown out at first base, or at the very least had fouled it at the plate. Sid Sanders hits it right into Gasso's garden to tie this game at 4. Wow!
That Sooner magic kicking in early this year.
It looked like the home plate umpire had called the Dayton bunt foul at the plate. The Sooners played through. Dayton beat it out at first, and on the very next pitch, Sid Sanders drives it out of here to center field.
Oh, and that pitch was a mistake.
Ooh. Well, Sid Sanders told us to watch out. Nearly by Cassidy Pickering. Nearly took it away. There's a pop-up by Emmerling. Parker gives chase. It's foul. My stat I was trying to get to, now it's kind of pointless, but 70% of Sam's first pitch strikes, 11 whiffs on 66 pitches. Thank you, Thomas.
Yeah, she did great.
No balls and a strike. Emmerling takes it low and will take a walk. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, would it only be fitting to have the first game of the battle series end in a tie, or could we have extra innings? That misses low and away.
It's just crazy how good the competition is between one team. I mean, these girls are going to have to battle it out to be in the starting lineup.
2-1 misses high, ball 3. This is a night that had been pretty much dominated by the back and forth nature. No extra innings, though. We'll finish this thing in 7. Got confirmation from the Sooner dugout on that.
I mean, look at the scoreboard. 4-4, 10 hits on each side of the field. 1 error with Boomer, 3 errors with Sooner.
Let's look at the scoreboard that's underneath the awning down the first base line, the right field line. Good job by our camera crew all night long. I mean, I'm not telling Sooner softball fans or college softball fans that are tuned in all over the country anything that they don't already know, but to have a broadcast like this in fall ball, unbelievable. Great job by our crew.
I mean, there's so many things you could say for fall ball. Just the crowd, the production. It's amazing. The competition.
Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball, diving stop. Morena stays with it, throws. Safe. A flare for the dramatic by the first base umpire. Think she was out. Way to hang with it, Nelly. Shouts out to our crew. Look at the work on this. Field level. Wow.
That was a great play. Way to stick with it. Grab it with your bare hand.
He's right. She is safe. Great job, Maggie, Jesse, Gladys, Andy, Khalil, all on the camera work tonight. Jen Roach has got to calm the freshman down. Sooner pitching coach makes her way to the circle.
Camera crew.
Maggie had that field level shot. What's up, Maggie? Great job seeing the diving attempt. Not attempt, the diving play by Nelly. Now, this is a great coach's moment. I waved to him like he could see me from here in the booth. Hey.
Hey.
This is a great coaching moment, and it's something you brought up earlier here tonight. You can't replicate these types of settings in practice.
Yeah.
You can't have a couple thousand fans show up and have the drama of a bottom of the 7th inning tie game. You're getting the freshmen, both freshmen here, and Audrey Lowry in the circle, and Tia Malloy at the plate, in moments that they need to excel in when the season gets here. Love this. 1-0 pitch is high for ball 2.
This is why Coach Gasso does what she does. Typically in the fall season, you see OU playing teams, D2 teams, or JUCOs, different, and we will see that a little bit this year, but they've got to see the true competition amongst each other. We didn't see too much of it, but situations are going to start happening where she's calling first and third place. She's got to see them execute it amongst each other, with each other, and be able to use these moments as teaching moments.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Sydney Sanders, a game-tying bottom of the 7th inning home run. There's a pop-up behind home plate. It's going to get out of play. I know when you see it on TV in the shots of the outfield, and I don't think they even opened up the outfield seats. But the amount of fans who are out for a fall ball game that have been here and stayed down the third base line and into the left field corner has been outstanding.
I mean, these girls have really put on a show. We're seeing a lot of good defensive plays. You're seeing 10 hits for the Boomers, 11 on the Sooners. I mean, you're putting on a show offensively and defensively.
Bounced up and caught Malloy. She's okay. Easy for me to say up here in the air-conditioned press box. I like this kid a lot. I've been excited about watching her play in a Sooner uniform from the moment she committed. Takes ball 3.
Yeah, her arrival was highly anticipated. I think she's got great genetics and her ability is endless.
Good kid. Time is called. The Sooner dugout is in it. Not really sure which side they're rooting for. This is the drama. 3-2, runner goes. Popped up. Right field. Over down the right field line. The catch is made, and that'll do it for the first game of fall ball, the Battle Series. Game 1 ends in a 4-4 tie, and you got a little bit of everything here tonight. And if you're Patty Gasso, you've got to be elated with the amount of things that you got to work on and the things that you'll continue to get to work through from what happened here tonight.
Yeah, I think this is a fantastic starting point for the fans to see, for us to see, for us to get to know these athletes. They really showcase themselves well tonight. I think getting to understand what the potential is offensively, what the potential is defensively. We're in a good spot, and it's a good opportunity for Coach Gasso to really see them in live moments. Great opportunity for Coach Rocha to see what she's got to focus on with the pitching staff. And JT, good opportunity here to understand what their offense is working with.
We'll